What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Sony says outright that it is disappointed in Destiny 2. We have Ghost of Yotei's first month sales numbers, and Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is off to a rocky start. This is your Daily Fix. It's a tough time for Bungie and Destiny 2, with parent company Sony saying the studio has failed to meet its sales and user engagement expectations. In its latest financial report, Sony said it had recorded a 31.5 billion yen impairment charge, it's approximately $204.2 million, as a result of Destiny 2's underperformance. That was significant enough to drag down profits of Sony's game and network services segment, which includes Sony Interactive Entertainment. Sony Chief Financial Officer Lin Tao expanded on the issues with Bungie in an investor-related financial call, saying, "Regarding Destiny 2, partially due to the changes in the competitive environment, the level of sales and user engagement have not reached the expectations we had at the time of the acquisition of Bungie. While we will continue to make improvements, we downwardly revised the business projection for the time being and recorded an impairment loss against a portion of the assets at Bungie." Certainly been a tough time for Destiny 2 and Bungie, which is also working on the delayed extraction shooter Marathon for a release next year. Bungie was acquired by Sony for $3.7 billion in 2021, at a time when PlayStation was aggressively banking on the live service business model. Sony clearly saw something in Bungie and its upcoming slate. But as the acquisition settled in, concerns began to rise about the studio's future. Destiny 2 was struggling, and Marathon was still years away. Then came the layoffs. In 2023, Bungie laid off roughly 100 individuals and delayed Destiny 2's The Final Shape DLC. Developers told IGN at the time that the atmosphere at Bungie was soul-crushing. In 2024, this was followed up with even more layoffs, impacting 220 people despite The Final Shape's success. In the wake of those layoffs, former workers claimed Bungie misrepresented its finances and had significantly overextended itself when Sony acquired the studio. Troubles continued to rock the studio through the rest of 2024 and into 2025, with Marathon seeing a delay out of September of this year to an unknown future date. Most recently, Sony confirmed Bungie would be integrated into PlayStation Studios so the company could have more control over the developer. Destiny 2 has seen its player count plummet as updates have failed to hit the mark. The action shooter hit a new low on Steam this month, with a peak concurrent player count of just 13,497 in the past 24 hours. In June last year, it hit 314,000. Recent user reviews for Destiny 2 on Steam are mostly negative, although overall reviews are mostly positive. Destiny 2's next expansion, Renegades, launches on December 2nd, adding a volley of new Star Wars-inspired content. It remains to be seen if that'll win over the existing fanbase or attract enough new players to offset the shooter's recent struggles. Whenever Marathon is ready, Sony will be keen to avoid another catastrophic launch like Concord, which was pulled offline just 2 weeks after launch, with one estimate suggesting it sold just 25,000 copies. Bungie now faces concern over its own future, with the pressure on Marathon to deliver. Moving on. Ghost of Yotei has sold 3.3 million copies in its first month on sale. As part of its latest financial results, Sony said Sucker Punch's PlayStation 5 exclusive action-adventure sold 3.3 million units in the 32 days since going on sale on October 2nd, so up to and including November 2nd. Sony announced the figure without any commentary, so it's hard to know whether the company is happy with the result. However, there is a great deal of context we can add that helps us paint a picture of Ghost of Yotei's commercial success. The first comparison we should make is to its predecessor, Ghost of Tsushima. It sold 2.4 million copies in its first 3 days after going on sale exclusively on PlayStation 4 on July 17, 2020, then hit 5 million after 118 days, just shy of 4 months. It's now up to 13 million copies sold, including sales of the PC and PS5 Director's Cut. So it looks like Ghost of Yotei is selling about as well as Tsushima before it, a suggestion backed up by sales data from the US and across Europe. But is that good enough? We need to consider that Ghost of Tsushima came out on the PS4, which in the summer of 2020 had a much bigger install base than the PS5 does today, and amid the stay-at-home gaming boom fueled by lockdowns. Ghost of Yotei also sold for $70, which means its dollar sales are greater compared to the $60 Ghost of Tsushima. The timing of each release differs also in that Tsushima came out in the summer and Yotei came out in the fall. Yotei has the crucial holiday season coming soon, and it will surely be a popular pick for those buying a PS5 for the first time or upgrading to the PS5 Pro. And finally, multiplayer add-on Ghost of Yotei Legends comes out at some point in 2026, which will undoubtedly give Yotei a shot in the arm next year. We all know that Ghost of Yotei, like Ghost of Tsushima before it, will eventually launch on PC in Director's Cut form. Perhaps there will even be a PS6 version whenever that console rolls around. Circana's Matt Piscatella probably summed it up best last month when he said Ghost of Yotei's launch sales were perfectly fine. Not amazing, not bad. And finally today, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition was meant to act as a celebration of Bethesda's post-apocalyptic role-playing game on its 10th birthday, but things haven't exactly gone to plan as the update was met with a backlash on Steam. The $60 Anniversary Edition includes the 6 official Fallout 4 expansions and over 150 Creation Club items, paid mods. But there's also an Anniversary Edition upgrade Bethesda is selling to existing owners of the base game, priced at $40. While Bethesda points out that this upgrade offers a discount on all the items sold separately, fans have hit out at the pricing for the Anniversary Edition, especially in the context of Fallout 4 itself being a decade old and what the Anniversary Edition actually gets you. It's worth noting that the Fallout 4 base game is currently $20 on Steam, and the Game of the Year Edition, which includes the base game and all the 6 official expansions, costs $40. The Fallout 4 Creations Bundle, which includes the 150 paid mods released as part of the Anniversary Edition, costs $20 on its own. And it's the Steam store page for this bundle that has borne the brunt of the backlash, with a mostly negative user review rating. Complaints there report crashing issues, glitches, and even a problem with getting the new mods to work. The backlash has also spilled over into Steam reviews for the Fallout 4 base game, where negative reviews have flooded in following the Anniversary Edition's release, causing recent reviews to plummet to mixed. It's a disappointing start for Fallout's big push ahead of the hotly anticipated December launch of Fallout Season 2 on Prime Video. A new Fallout New Vegas bundle is also due out, with a Fallout TV show themed update to Fallout 76 also coming in December. Hopefully Bethesda can sort these issues out sooner rather than later. And that is your Daily Fix for Tuesday, November 11th. Looking for something new to play and a way to give back? Head over to Humble and grab 8 amazing games for just $14.99, including Total War, Warhammer 3, Another Crab's Treasure, No More Heroes 3, Etrian Odyssey HD, Pharaoh New Age, Synergy, Spin Hero, and Paleo Pines. Every purchase supports No Kid Hungry, a nonprofit that provides meals to students in need across the U.S. Build your library, make an impact, and help end childhood hunger. Head on over to humblebundle.com and start playing today. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.